Okay, we'll continue with our miscellaneous docket with the arraignments this afternoon. Who do we have? Ms. Graham is here. How do we want to do this? You want to do Mr. Medina's first up, so.
Yeah, Your
You
Honor,
want to do,
I know Ms. Graham has a case on the docket,
I'm
but she
sorry.
filed I know Ms. Graham has a case on the
Yes.
docket, but she filed a waiver for her client in a plea of not guilty.
okay, so she pleaded not guilty?
And, yeah.
Would you confirm that, Madam Clerk? And that the number one on the doc,
I think it
24,
literally just got filed this morning. I don't know.
1105? Did that come up on your? Okay. So the not guilty plea's been entered. Okay. Very good. Ms. Farkas, you wanted to do your cases?
Sure. I have a few out of custody
Okay.
people I can call. First up is Vern Campbell, 2024 CF 1117.
Very good.
He is present and approaching. Mr. Campbell is here for arraignment. We'd like to enter a plea of not guilty, and I believe the next date is already set for August 12th.
Very good. The court will enter a not guilty plea and we'll come back at our pretrial on August 12th at 9 a.m. Okay? Stay in touch with your attorney in the interim, okay?
He said stay in touch with your attorney. You good?
What's your next one, Ms. Farkas?
August 12th. My next client is Virginia Cochran,
Okay.
2024 CF 0995.
Okay. Got it?
Ms. Cochran would like to enter a plea of not guilty, and the next court date is already set for August 12th.
Very good. The court will enter a not guilty plea on all counts and order the
Oh,
defendant
bigger.
back on pretrial on August 12th at 9 a.m. Okay?
Next, out of custody client I have is Joshua Freeman. He is present and approaching, 2024 CF 983. Mr. Freeman would also like to plead not guilty, and the next court date is set for August 12th.
Very good. The court will enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Continue this matter until August 12th at 9 a.m.
Thank you. I filed a waiver of appearance and a written plea of not guilty for William Freeland, so that may have fallen off the docket already.
Freeland?
Freeland, yes.
That's not on the docket.
Okay. And then I have one more client I don't think is here, Austin Friend. If we could maybe wait, give him a minute to see if he shows.
Who is it?
Austin Friend, F-R-I-E-N-D.
That's not on my docket.
Oh.
Do
Maybe
you have
someone
that,
else
Madam
filed.
Clerk? What's the case number? What's that?
He said for August 12th and not guilty for resigning from fire.
5 whom?
Mike Gates.
By Mike Gates. You can,
Music to my ears. Okay. Those are all my out of custody clients.
okay. Mr. Gates or Mr. Medina, you want to do your out of custodies?
Yeah.
Or you want me to do Mr. Gates first?
Maybe go Mr. Gates first, just in case a couple of mine up here
Okay.
that haven't previously done so.
Mr. Gates, you want to do your out of custody?
Commissioner, I'll take Caleb Gordon first.
Okay.
Is there Ronald Yulesman here yet? Your Honor, this is going to be,
Goldsmith? I do not have a Goldsmith
it's
on my docket.
H-U-E-L-S.
Yulesman.
Oh.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Gordon before the court. This is Mr. Gordon before the court in 24 CF 979. At this time, I'd like to enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Gordon. He's currently scheduled for August the 12th.
Very good. This court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of the defendant. We'll continue this matter until August 12th at 9 a.m.
Yes, sir. Make an appointment, okay? Your Honor, there's also Jonathan Holcomb on the docket, 24 CF 958.
Okay,
That case was closed last month with a plea on the 16th.
okay.
And then Mr. Hulsman, I don't see yet, Your Honor.
Hulsman,
I will tell the court, I did look at this, the bond that was posted. There are two sheets. The first sheet says return May 29th, and the second sheet says June 13th, so I don't know if he's
May
gonna be.
29th's already taken place.
I know, and I'm wondering if he may have gotten confused, so at this time I'll enter
Did he
not,
come on May 29th?
no clue, Your Honor. If we can just enter not guilty plea on his case, considering there might be some confusion on the bond that was posted in his case, and he's scheduled for August the 12th.
Is this Hulsman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pretty slim reasoning, counsel, but it's been a long day. Court will enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, on his
Yes, Your Honor.
behalf, will order him to continue it until 8/14.
8/12, Your Honor.
8/12.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct, 8/12.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I can call out of custody.
Sure.
Before I forget, may I raise one thing from this morning's docket of a guy who's out of custody, just so I don't
Sure.
forget, I apologize, but we had Tevin S. Austin
Right.
before the court on a VOP 22 CF 1598. His case was continued while we tried to get proof. Meanwhile, I have received, and the state has received, an email from Tina Ferlin with the Judicial Correction Services saying he has completed all requirements as ordered by the court. I have no objection to the VOP being dismissed. I'm just asking if the state would put on the record that the VOP is dismissed, and then we could have it entered in the minute record and take off the docket going forward.
Your Honor, the state did receive that communication. The state will withdraw the VOP.
Okay, so that's in 22 CF 1598.
Yes.
Tevin Austin, is that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor, so VOP dismissed.
So the state is withdrawing the VOP?
Right, great.
Okay.
And so he would come off whatever that docket is.
Okay, you get that, Madam Clerk?
Thank you, Your Honor. Next would be on the afternoon arraignment docket would be Stanley J. Backoff Jr. Mr. Backoff is approaching. His case is 24 CF 941. And as he approaches, I would ask the court to have him enter a not guilty plea. And meanwhile, I would advise the court that he has had very good conversations with Susan Myers and anticipates, Cindy Myers, and anticipates getting in the 90-day program.
Okay.
We'll see where things go. Hopefully he gets in there, and he's going to be setting up a meeting with my office as soon as he gets a phone.
Okay, so we'll enter a not guilty plea and we'll just schedule. There's no information filed.
Stanley J. Backoff Jr., we don't have an information, which is part of with the 90-day program. It was kind of stipulated that it be a lower charge. So why don't we defer arraignment until...
Well, we just come back on our next arraignment.
Yes, Judge, a July arraignment maybe?
Continue it until July 11th at 1:30.
Yes, and I think, I don't have the email with me, but basically the nature of the charge as is was, it was hoped that it could be reduced in order to get to the mental health pretrial services 90-day program. And the state will have to, obviously Ms. Sharpless, who handles that, on behalf of the state attorney's office, will have to review that.
Okay.
I'm not making any representations as to the 90-day program,
Sure,
other than that it seemed to be Cindy Myers was evaluating him positively.
Very good. Okay. Good luck staying in good contact with your attorney, okay? We'll come back on 7/11 unless there's some other things going on.
And just while he's here, just also be in real careful touch with Cindy Myers, because she may put you on the 90-day program docket with Judge Schlechter before you come back here on July 11th.
Weekly.
Okay, just make sure if you get a court date with Judge Schlechter, that you make that court date too, okay? Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Your Honor, next is Thomas Burton Jr. Mr. Burton is approaching in 24 CF 1076. I would like to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. And he is set for August 12, pretrial conference, and we can just keep that date if that's
Very
okay.
good. The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Burton. We'll come back, we'll continue until August 12th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And my other individuals, I'm going to be looking for, Your Honor.
Okay, do we want to do some?
I do have in custody laid over from the morning, Mr. John A. Brothers, ready to do his VOP plea for 11/29.
Okay. Give me that name again.
John A. Brothers, B-R-O-T-H-E-R-S, Jr.,
Okay.
from the morning docket.
No, I recall it, I just didn't remember the name.
Okay, good. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Your Honor,
Sorry, do you want to see a Scott Brewer?
Scott Brewer, we can have her out too. Yes, or whatever. I'm sorry, I thought she went back, but yes, we can see her. Okay, you ready to sign?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and sign there. Your Honor, Steve Medina was John A. Brothers Jr. in 23 CF 2771. We have a VOP plea agreement, Your Honor, and it's been signed by all parties. It involves, his score is approximately 39 or 40 points, so he does not score DOC as far as being over 44 points, and the state is going to be submitting a score sheet. We don't question that it's around 39 or 40 points.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So it's not a downward departure. May I approach, Judge?
You may.
Yeah, sorry, we need to make a copy so I can state the terms, even though it's pretty simple. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Sorry, I don't have a copy for probation. Your Honor, Mr. John A. Brothers Jr. in 23 CF 2771 will be admitting to VOP. He was previously adjudicated guilty. It would be a revoke and terminate, 11 months, 29 days, Okaloosa County Jail with credit for all time served, $100 VOP fee, $150 public defender fees, and he would have 6 months upon release from jail to pay his monetary obligations before they go to collections.
State.
That is a state's agreement, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Brothers, would you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
So you heard your attorney state the terms of your plea agreement, and I see those same terms are in the written plea agreement that obviously you just signed. Just want to make sure you've gone over this with your attorney, had all your legal questions answered.
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into this plea, you're waiving the right to go to a hearing and contest all this. This will be a final resolution of this VOP. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you believe this is in your best interest to enter into this plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Based upon that, the court will accept your plea. You were previously adjudicated guilty on this case, so the court will revoke and terminate the probation, so no more supervision, and the court will sentence you to 11 months, 29 days in the Okaloosa County Jail. You will get credit for all time served. There'll be the VOP fee of $100 and then $150 for the public defender fee, and you'll have 6 months after you get out of jail to pay that before it goes to collection. So it may, if you can get it paid by then, it might not affect your driver's license, okay?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck, sir.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mr.
Your Honor, my other out of custody, I'm going to contact my office and see if we've heard anything about
Okay.
a few people. Thank you.
Do we want to, which in custody do we want? Who wants to do in custody?
I had Ms. Brewer set up for this morning.
We can have Miss Brewer, yes.
Okay, let's do that.
May I have just a moment with her?
Sure. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna ask the state, on Armand Waters, we never did that one, and I'm just wondering, is that case, it's a bond hearing, was that stipulated? I didn't look in the file.
We resolved Mr. Waters' case yesterday, Your Honor. I believe
Okay.
it should have come off the docket.
That's fine. I thought it might have been the case, but I wasn't sure.
I'll come see you before you see what you want to see.
Your Honor, Steve Medina back from this.
Hold on just a second.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is Sky H. Brewer, B-R-E-W-E-R, from the morning docket, 24 CF 641. We carried her over to this afternoon so that the state could look at a possible community control deal. That is not acceptable to the state, at least at this time. The state's advised me, and I've advised her, that the state attorney's office stands behind the probation officer recommendation of Barstbed Phoenix House. So I'll be meeting with her and deciding what to do, if we can do a July 11 court date. Your Honor, I was just advising my client, and I do want to put this on the record because it can be adverse to her interest. If she were to want to do a Phoenix House deal, it has to be evaluated, and she's indicating to me at this time she doesn't want to be evaluated for Phoenix House, so I'm just putting that on the record because that may delay resolution down the road.
Okay. So we want to continue this till the 11th of July or the 16th?
Just without subpoenas, whatever is the first one, would that?
That'd be the 11th of July.
Yes, let's do that. I'll talk to her, and then we may at that point seek an evidentiary hearing if we can't work it out.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
Thank you.
And Mr. Medina, the two other cases from this morning?
Yes.
Bergeron and Bertram?
Yes, Your Honor, those two individuals are in Okaloosa County Jail, and according to courtroom security, they once again declined transport.
Okay.
What that does is that, I think with respect to Daniel Bertram, because I had met with him, I think it's okay if the court will allow me to just state that he does indicate a denial. If we weren't able to work it out today, given that he's not here, we can't work it out, even if we could work it
The
out.
court will enter a denial and we'll come back in July. You want to do that? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Judge, either of those days is fine.
July 16th.
Thank you.
And then what about Mr. Bergeron? Same?
Well, it's a little different. He has VOP on today, the morning docket, but he also had arraignment for this afternoon at 1:30 and 24 CF 1061. The VOP from the morning was 24 CF 404. He also has another case, 24 CF 1184, with an arraignment date of July 11. Because he did not come up and meet with me the day before yesterday when I called for him in the jail, and he's twice today apparently declined transport, I don't think that I can represent anything, and I think everything needs to be continued to the arraignment date of July 11th, and then the court can, if he doesn't transport, may have to have a Zoom appearance or something like that. I just don't know how to accomplish it if somebody doesn't want to cooperate in meeting with me, and I can't enter a written plea of not guilty if a person won't meet with me. So can we continue everything to
Well, we
July?
can continue it, but I'm not going to, I'm not gonna accommodate a Zoom hearing because somebody doesn't want to be transported. I can-
I don't, should I enter a not guilty plea, or,
I'm not, whatever you think, I don't have any problem continuing it. At some point, I think they're gonna realize they're just gonna sit in jail if they don't do something.
I just feel like when I'm entering a plea of not guilty, it needs to be based on some sort of communication, so
I'm fine.
I think we need to
You
continue
can,
everything
you know,
to July
begin to
11th.
contemplate what are our options, but for
Yeah.
today, let's continue it to 7/11 or 7/16 at 1:30.
Okay, so the arraignment, there's arraignments at 1:30, okay?
Right.
The court may wish to continue the arraignment that's set for July 11 and 24 CF 1184 to also be on July 16, or put them all on.
Do all of them on.
Do them all on the 11th. is
Okay,
probably
let's do them all on the 11th
Okay.
and 1:30, and as well as this violation that was on this morning's docket. That's,
Just make them all for the afternoon?
yeah, all for 7/11 at 1:30. And hopefully, you can get up with them in the interim.
Yes, sir. We'll see what we can do, Your Honor. And
And my experience has generally been that at some point they realize that, and they're just gonna be sitting over. I mean, most people wanna get some movement. Most people are complaining that we're not moving their cases, and
Well,
or if they don't wanna meet with
Yeah.
you, that,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's say, like the
We'll
cuisine in there or
we'll
something.
cross that bridge, and hopefully he'll meet with me, and we'll go forward. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, we wanna continue with inmates for this afternoon? Mr. Medina, you wanna?
I don't think I have any to
I've
my
got-
knowledge, but I
okay.
may. I have like
Nope.
4 or 5 out of custody that I'm gonna check on their whereabouts, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'd be happy to go.
Victoria Baru. Oh, okay, I didn't realize she was in custody.
Yep, there you
I
go.
thought she was out, so we can call her anytime.
Mr. Medina,
Ma'am,
she has a brand new case, so there won't be an offer.
there won't be an
No,
offer.
she has a brand new
She's
case.
in arraignment was not guilty.
Yeah.
So there's another case?
That's correct,
What is it, 24 CF what?
1296.
What is
She has
it,
another
1296?
She has
Yes,
another one beyond this one?
Yes,
That's
it's
why she's back in
24
jail.
CF 1296.
Oh, that's why she's back in jail. Okay. Another, is that
Is
what's talking about?
1296? Is that-
That's set for 7/11.
Information file on that.
This Barry? Yeah, I don't understand.
But I meant for later, I understand that.
Mr. Medina,
I know,
the new case has not filed that information. Not the,
Yes, Your
not
Honor.
the one on
For
today's
Ms.
docket, I'm
Berube,
talking
right.
about the
Yes.
one that
Thank you, Your
the
Honor.
state just informed you.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
So all you have to do is respond on.
Yes, Ms. Berube would like to enter a plea of not guilty in 24 CF 965. I may be meeting with her and coming back on a bond motion once I know something about the second case, because she does have 2 service animals, and there may be other factors involved in a bond motion. I'm not trying to do that.
When is
Warrington's
1226 set to be arraigned?
August 12 would be August 14 if she's in custody.
There's an arraignment, got to be done before then, that's why I was wondering.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Judge.
So July 11th, so let's run them all together. Let's do
July 11th.
this one July 11th, and the new case will be July 11th, and we'll do all of them at 1:30.
At the 1:30, okay. Thank you, Judge.
thank you, thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
We've got a couple in custody that have no attorneys we can bring out if you'd like. You want to do the couple that have no attorneys? You want to do Benavides? And the other one is Bookout.
Mr. Bookout is in the gallery.
Well, Mr. Bookout's in the gallery, but there's Matthew Boykin. We'll do Bookout here in a second as well. Would the state announce this case?
Is this Mr. Boykin, Your Honor?
Benavides, number 4 on the docket.
Judge is not speaking English, very low English.
Your Honor, I have one client also who speaks Spanish, and I'm almost 100% sure that we put in for an interpreter, but it doesn't appear there's an interpreter here. Maybe we could save Mr. Benavides and my client for the end, and we could use language line. I don't know what our other options.
Okay. We'll bring you back, please.
So this is my wife is coming from the Pretrial, is coming.
Can I just talk to him without being on the record, guys?
Sure.
Okay, well, she's not here right now. No, it's not. You have a private lawyer? Is it your wife's home? Do you have
Take your time. I appreciate
Your
it.
Honor, Mr. Oscar Daniel Benavides Maldonado does need the public defender, and I would ask the public defender be assigned.
Court will appoint the public defender and enter a not guilty plea. And we can come back on 8/14.
And, Your Honor, I'll come see him. I think he'd probably be the letter B, my client, so I'm going to give him, is that the Spanish for, yeah, okay.
Send me.
Yes.
And your client,
No tengo dinero.
Spanish
para-
being
No
no
problem,
chance
no
of
problem.
getting through this.
No, Dana?
Well, I guess, I've met with him at the jail, so he knows that he'll be pleading not guilty today, so I think between me and Mr. Medina, we can muddle through it.
Okay, what was the offer?
For my client?
For this, oh, that was somebody else.
Yeah,
I apologize, I thought you were saying you met with this gentleman.
No.
Does the state have an offer for this gentleman?
Mr. Medina, he is, it looks like he's going to score prison, so.
Okay,
Not
okay.
an offer you could take today.
Your Honor, I guess the next court date would be,
8/14.
okay, 14. Your Honor, I can't have a full conversation, probably under optimal circumstances, is certainly not at the well, so I've done about all I can do for him
I
today.
appreciate what you're doing.
And he's got his paperwork, and I'll come see him as soon as possible, okay? Complete that, okay?
Is Mr. Bookout can come forward?
Mr. Bookout's back here.
Would the state announce Bookout?
Yes, Your Honor. This is State of Florida versus Max Bookout, 24 CF 1004.
So, Mr. Bookout, you do have a right with this new charge to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed. Do you wish to have a public defender appointed, or are you going to hire private counsel?
No, I would like a defender.
Okay. Court will appoint the public defender, I'm going to go ahead and enter a not guilty plea on your behalf to give you a chance, to preserve your rights, give you a chance to meet with your attorney. We'll come back on August 12th at 9 a.m. In the meantime, you can meet up with your attorney.
I'm sorry, does he have a completed application for the PD?
I do not, you've got to fill out an application, sir, for the public defender, right behind you. So,
So, will you make sure he fills this out before you leave the court, turn it on the first floor, fill out every line?
we have Matthew Boykin. Bring him out.
He has a
Non-incarcerated officer. What is the other word?
6 months community.
Okay, so let's meet before you take that deal.
Good afternoon, Mr. Boykin.
Good afternoon, sir.
Would you announce the case number?
This is State versus Matthew Boykin, case number 24CF1042.
So, Mr. Boykin, with these new charges, you do have the right to have an attorney.
Yes, sir.
And if you cannot afford one will be appointed for you. So my first order of business is to see if you wish to have an attorney appointed.
No, not right now.
Okay. So you wish to make a plea?
Yes.
Plea not guilty?
I'll plead not guilty, and if there's any way the state has an offer today, I'll see if I can accept it of anything on probation, and we can resolve this issue today if there's any way possible.
The state does have an offer.
Okay.
It's an adjudication of guilt on all counts, 515 court costs, 36 months probation, substance abuse eval and recommended treatment, 50 hours community service work, no trespass at Okinawa Restaurant in Fort Walton Beach, maintain employment or submit 3 applications per week, and reserve restitution for 180 days.
That's accepted by Mr. Boykin.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put it, we need to get it into writing, so I'm gonna ask you for them to hold you over. We'll bring you back out so you can sign the paperwork.
Thank you, sir, so much. Thank you, District Attorney, too. Go ahead.
I said, then I'll ask you a few questions.
Yes, sir.
And be able to get it resolved.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you for the court's time.
Sure. Okay. Who wants to do? Mr. Medina, do we have any? Let's see here, hold on a second, let me.
I have 4 that
Ms.
are...
You want to do the in custody or out of custody? What do you? Ms. Farkas, you want to do, let's do in custody. Cobb?
We handled Mr. Cobb this morning, or
Okay.
yesterday, I can't remember. It's all.
Yeah, I've lost
muddled
track
together.
too.
So I think the next one would be Mr. Cuevas Gomez, who speaks Spanish.
Very good. Oh, is that the one?
Yes, he's the one, so if you'd like, we could skip him over.
Let's see if we can bring him out if you
Okay.
feel like you can. Mr. Medina will try and help us a little bit. If we get in a pinch. The thing is, that it gives me some comfort, is that nothing we're doing is affecting his rights.
That's true.
So, by entering a not guilty.
I just always wanna make sure
By
people-
entering a not guilty, you're preserving it, you're not.
Yes, that's very true.
Adjudicating his rights in any way. If you would, we would have to have an interpreter.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
814.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you for the patience. This is Aldo Cuevas Gomez, 2024 CF 1047. I have already spoken with him at the jail, so today he'll be entering a plea of not guilty. And we'd like the August 14th court date, please.
Very good. The court will enter a not guilty plea and come back August 14th. Okay?
Okay,
Gracias.
yeah, thanks.
Your Honor, up next is James Feckety, 2024 CF 1036. This is the arraignment court date for Mr. Feckety. He'd like to enter a plea of not guilty. I've already spoken with Mr. Feckety and with the state about this case. It's my understanding that the alleged victim has filed a drop charge request, so hopefully we can resolve it by the August 14th court date.
So we're entering not guilty plea, and we'll come back on August 14th at 9 a.m.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up is Nadia DeLong, 2024 CF 1005. Apologies, Your Honor, I'm just having, oh, no, I have this one. Okay. I did have a signed copy. I'm just having my client sign the agreement that we've gone over already.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may approach. Let me get the score sheet, hold on. Your Honor, I realize this doesn't need a score sheet as Ms. DeLong will be pleading to misdemeanor charges.
Could you announce the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. In 2024 CF 1005, count 1 will be an adjudication of guilt to the lesser included offense of possession of paraphernalia, first degree misdemeanor. Credit for all time served, $270 in court costs, $150 public defender fee, and 180 days to pay those fines or those court costs. Count 2 is also an adjudication of guilt, credit for all time served.
State.
That is the state's agreement, Your Honor.
Very good. Ms. DeLong, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide to the court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Just want to make sure you've had a chance to go over this plea agreement. I see you've signed it. But have you gone over it in detail with your attorney? Make sure you
Yes.
had all your legal questions answered?
Yes, sir.
Because there is an adjudication of guilt on both these charges. You are waiving the right to go to a hearing. Do you understand that? Okay, and you believe it's in your best interest to enter this plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
And you had all your questions answered by your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, based upon that, the court will accept your plea. As to count 1, which is the lesser included count of possession of paraphernalia, you'll be sentenced to credit for time served, so that means you'll be able to get out. There'll be no probation. You do have court costs, public defender fees that are assessed. You have 180 days to pay those. And then count 2, again, that's as charged, which is another possession of paraphernalia charge. And the sentence there is an adjudication of guilt, credit for all time served. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next up should be Dina Empfinger, 2024 CF 1041. She's approaching. I met with Ms. Empfinger at the jail, and today she'll enter a plea of not guilty, so we have time to discuss the case.
Very
Further.
good. We'll enter a not guilty plea, and we'll come back on 8/14 at 9 a.m.
Your Honor, Ms. Empfinger is indicating to me that she would like to take the offer. If we could hold her over,
Sure.
and I'll come back to it. Okay, thank you.
You want me to do some of the, why don't we do a few of the out of custody cases? We've got some without attorneys, but what about, let's just go through yours too, Mr. Medina and Brusley, and Brusley.
I have no information. I've emailed on 4 of my clients, including this individual, as to whether we've heard anything, but I have no information.
State,
Your Honor, the state would ask for a capias.
court will issue a capias, no bond. As to, let's see, the next one. Mr. Medina, your Tiffany Bracken, same issue?
Same situation.
State,
The state would ask for a capias, Your Honor.
court will issue no bond capias. Alicia Bradford,
She's in the gallery, sir.
would you come forward, ma'am?
Your Honor, I called a few times, and I was not aware she was here, so if you just step up, I'll do the talk.
That's my card. Okay. So.
Your Honor, I don't have an information in my file. I assume an information has been filed, but
There's an
I,
information in the file now, so. Yes.
Your Honor, she would enter a not guilty plea, and she's on the August 12th docket.
Very good.
Does the state have an offer? Is it a probation offer?
Is this for Ms. Bradford?
Yes, ma'am. Alicia J. Bradford. What's your phone number? Can you write it on there? Thank you.
The state does not have an offer at this time, Mr.
Okay,
Medina.
thank you. We'll discuss it further with the court before August 12th, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So we'll come back on August 12th, okay? Ms. Bradford, stay in touch with your attorney now, so.
Yes, sir.
Does she have a completed application? Does the clerk show? She may need to do that.
Yeah.
I think she does need to do that.
Okay. If you'll get that fill out form from the officer there, he'll give it to you. You bring it to the clerk's office. Is William Crandall in the gallery?
He is, sir.
Would you come forward, sir? Would the state announce this case, please?
Your Honor, this is State versus William Crandall, case number 24CF1110.
Very good. And Mr. Crandall, as you may have heard me say several times here, with this new charge, you do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you. If you wish to have me appoint you a public defender, or are you going to hire private counsel?
I'm trying to hire private counsel, sir. I'm in the middle of an operation, and that's been my main focus, so give me a couple days and I'll get an attorney.
Okay. So has there been an information filed here? I assume it has. Okay. So do you wish to enter a not guilty plea, and that'll
At this
preserve
time,
your
yes.
rights? Enter a not guilty plea. We're going to come back on 8/12, August 12th. In the meantime, try and get up with your, get yourself an attorney appointed, and so you can be kind of prepared to go with it.
Yes, sir. No
Okay.
problem.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank you. Is Terry Daniel in the gallery? Terry Daniel. State,
Your Honor, the state would ask for a capias.
court will issue a no bond capias. Is Jack Farr
Yes, sir.
in the gallery? Mr. Farr. Would the state announce this case for Mr. Farr?
This is State versus Jack Farr, case number 24CF1068.
Does the state have an offer?
The state has an offer. It's an adjudication of guilt, 6 months community control with GPS monitoring, and $515 in court costs.
So, Mr. Farr, you do have the right to have an attorney. Do you wish to have an attorney appointed?
Talking to you.
Can you hear me, Mr. Farr?
Yeah,
Do you want to have an attorney?
yes.
Okay, court's going to appoint you an attorney public defender, and I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea. We'll come back on 8/12 so you can talk to your attorney. Probably get yourself a plea pretty quick there, Mr.
Thank
Medina.
you.
Do you have the,
I'm going to give him one of my cards, but his case will be handled by Rachel Farkas, I believe.
okay?
So I can't find her cards at the moment, and he'll need to complete the application before he leaves the
I
court.
think his friend has an application. Thank you for helping him out here today.
And I'm giving him my name scratched out, put Rachel Farkas, and he can set an appointment. We have the same assistant.
Okay.
May I ask the state something
Sure.
about what's the fine and all that's gonna be?
So it's $515 in court costs, and that
Okay.
includes 6 months of community control with the GPS monitor.
Okay.
Can't even get out of the house.
Hold on a second. That's right. We'll talk that's just an initial offer. Talk to your attorney about it.
So you'll set up an appointment for him with her. okay?
With the
Call
state.
him, set up. So the board already.
Ms. Farkas, would you come up here?
Sorry, I have a card.
Would the state come up, approach?
Yes,
State,
Your Honor.
Ms. Farkas? Ms. Farkas?
Hello, this is Chris Norman at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Our office is in Crestview, Florida, but we service 7 Northwest Florida counties. If you ever find yourself in a jam, please give us a call. We're here to help you out.
So Ms. Farkas, I already told him we entered a not guilty plea on his behalf, and he'll come back on 8/12.
Okay, perfect, thank you,
Okay.
Your Honor.
This is the form I have to fill out for a leave?
Yes, yep, fill that out, make sure you fill out every section.
I just think the client is a gentleman in the wheelchair.
Oh.
Yeah, but his friend is helping him.
Okay, yep.
What's this form for?
That's just, that's the information about the case, just for you to have, you know,
Oh,
for your
okay.
records.
Fill this out before I leave the courthouse?
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay.
And then you can give my office a call and we'll talk.
Okay, give your office a call tomorrow?
Sure, that's perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You help you down.
Is it Dean Fearson? Obviously, there's nobody else left, so Dean is not here. State?
The state will request a capias, Your Honor.
Court will issue a capias. Mr. Gates, you want to do Timothy Garner, one of your inmates?
Sure, I can do, all day.
Okay, why don't we, because I ran out of no attorneys.
No, it is.
And if court security wants to, we can take Mr. Reynolds at the end of. Yeah, I didn't vote him
Your inmates coming out?
Yes.
Your Honor, there was one name that didn't get called, I don't think, Spanish speaker, Ignacio Bartolo.
Is this one of yours?
Yes, according to the file. Ignacio Bartolo, B-A-R-T-O-L-O.
Hold on a second.
These ones I gave you.
I do not have that on my B-A-R.
Yes, Your Honor, B-A-R-T-O-L-O, last name.
I do not have that person on my docket.
Does the clerk have that? Oh, okay, we did a not guilty plea. Okay.
You don't know how efficient you are, Mr. Dean.
My left hand forgot what my right hand did.
Sometimes you surprise yourself, right?
Thank you.
We all do.
We all get lucky.
Mr. Gates.
Yes, Your Honor, this is Mr. Garner before the court, 24 CF 1054. I have a plea agreement if I may approach, Your Honor.
You may.
The score sheet is also going to copy on our notifications to that.
Thank you.
It's not going to be downward partial from Mr. Garner.
Would you announce the agreement, sir?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Garner will enter a plea of no contest as charged. It's adjudication of guilt, placed on 24 months of probation, waive costs of supervision, $615 in court costs, $150 defender fee, required to do a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days, and the recommended treatment within 60 days, random urinalysis, 24 hours of community service work, maintain gainful employment, or complete 3 job applications per week.
State?
That is the state's agreement, Your Honor.
Very good. Mr. Garner, would you please raise your right hand, sir? Just need to ask a couple questions. Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Garner, you heard your attorney state the terms of the plea agreement, and I see those same terms are in writing and it's got your name on it.
Yes, sir.
So just want to make sure you've gone over this closely, gone over with your attorney,
I have, sir.
had all your legal questions answered.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're waiving the right to go to a trial.
Yes, sir.
This will be a final adjudication of your case.
Yes, sir.
You understand that, and you're entering into this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Okay, based upon that, the court will accept your plea. There'll be an adjudication of guilt. The court will sentence you today to 24 months probation.
Yes, sir.
We'll waive the cost of supervision during that probation. In addition, there are always have the court cost and public defender fees. Importantly, as a condition of the probation, you must have a substance abuse evaluation within 30 days, follow any recommendation, begin that within 60 days, have random UAs, community service hours, and maintain employment or job applications. Okay, any questions? Okay, good luck.
All right.
Make sure to meet up with your attorney, the probation officer.
Sir.
Green.
Green.
Your Honor, this is going to be Mr. Gerald Green at 24 CF 974. May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
I have a plea agreement score sheet for Mr. Green.
I'm covering.
It will be a downward departure based upon the score sheet. I'll let Mr. Marco announce the basis for that.
What's the basis for the downward departure, Mr.
A
Lawson?
negotiated plea agreement, Judge.
Very good. Would you announce the terms of the agreement, Mr. Gates?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Green will be entering a plea of no contest as charged. Adjudication of guilt, 6 months in the county jail with credit for all time served. $615 in court costs, $150 defender fee. We'd ask the court to send those costs to collections.
Very good. Mr. Green, would you rate? Go ahead. If you have a question, go ahead and ask your attorney. We're good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Mr. Green, would you raise your right hand and swear you and do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. Just need to ask you a couple questions, make sure. I see you've signed this plea agreement that contains the agreement that your attorney just set up before the court. Just want to make sure you've gone over it in detail with your attorney, make sure you understand what you're doing here.
Yes, sir.
Had all your legal questions answered about this plea?
Yes, sir, they are.
And you understand you're waiving the right to go to a trial and
Yes,
all
sir.
that? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You believe this is in your best interest to enter into this plea here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything from the state?
No, Judge. No, Judge, thank you.
So, based upon that testimony, Mr. Green, the court will accept your plea. There'll be an adjudication of guilt, 6 months in the county jail.
Yes, sir.
You will get credit for all time served. You got $615 in court costs and public defender fees of $150, and those costs will go to collections. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
I don't know why, it seems like you're so far away. They don't have more space either.
It should be Gunnels.
That's one of the big improvements. That's what I don't like about that.
Hardy was this morning. Your Honor, this is going to be Mr. Paul Gunnels. He's actually on the afternoon docket. I have it as 4:30, but it's the miscellaneous docket, I think is the best way to.
Correct.
Mr. Gates.
Mr. Gunnels?
Yes, Your Honor. He's scheduled for an evidentiary hearing. The state and I were able to negotiate a plea agreement for Mr. Gunnels.
Okay.
If I can allow him to sign the plea agreement, Your Honor.
Okay.
I do have a score sheet, 6/13/24. It will not be a downward departure for the plea agreement today. If I may approach, Your Honor?
Sure. Yes, sir. You're okay with the
No
score
objection to
sheet?
score sheet, Your Honor.
Very good. Would you announce the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gunnels will be admitting the violation before the court. Will be adjudicated guilty, was previously adjudicated guilty, sentenced to 11 months, 109 days in the county jail with credit for all time served, $100 cost of prosecution, $150 defender fee. He'd ask for 24 months from date of release to pay those outstanding fees.
State?
That's correct.
Very good. Mr. Gunnels, would you please raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
So I just want to make sure you had a chance to go over this plea agreement that I see you've signed. Have you gone over it in detail? Make sure you had all your legal questions answered with your attorney.
Yes, sir, I have.
And you understand that by entering into this plea agreement here today, you're waiving the right to go to a trial. We were going to have an evidentiary hearing this afternoon, so you're waiving that in order to get a final resolution here today. You believe that's in your best interest?
Yes, sir, I do.
And you're entering this freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody twisted your arm to get you to enter into this?
No, sir.
Okay. Very good. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea. Previously, you were adjudicated guilty, but for today, the court will revoke and terminate probation. You'll be sentenced to 11 months, 29 days in the county jail. That's for each count, and they'll run concurrent, so they'll run at the same time. So it's basically a total of 1129. You will get credit for all time served. And the court, in addition, of course, you always have the fees and costs, the cost of prosecution of $100 and $150 for the PD fee. You will have 24 months from the date of your release to pay these fees. So hopefully you can avoid hitting you with your driver's license and all that.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck, Paul. And I think that concludes my business for the court today, Your Honor.
Very good.
Your Honor, can we bring Mr. Boykin back out? I have the plea agreement ready.
Your Honor, earlier we had Mr. Ronald Hulsman, if the court remembers.
What was the name?
Hulsman. Not Goldsmith, Hulsman.
Hulsman. That was this afternoon. I'm losing track whether we did it this morning or this afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor. I handled this
I got
case. I handled this case, and the court was willing to give me the benefit of the doubt and do a not guilty plea for him. He's made his presence known, so if we can just let him know his court date is scheduled for August the 12th.
Yes, sir.
Make an appointment.
All right. I'm in Alabama, so I've got to make a way down here, and I don't have wheels right now, so.
That was the other reason, Your Honor. He lived out of state and was a driving charge.
Okay.
And I walked
So
up
we're
there.
coming back on August 12th.
All right? Yes, sir.
You might stay in good contact with your attorney. You might be able to get it resolved where you only have to make one more trip down.
All right, thank you, all.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Majot had a written plea, that's what I just asked for. Yes. understand you all have you gotten a written agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will show that to Mr. Boykin. The state attorney will explain the terms. She's not your attorney, but she'll, if you have any questions as you go through it, just hold them and ask me, but she'll just kind of make sure you all are on the same page for what was agreed to.
Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. Boykin, this board occupied structure, possession of a property, supporting the crime, and possession of a property. Includes an adjudication of guilt on all counts, 36 months probation on counts 1 and 2, which are the felonies to run concurrent.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you'll have credit for time served on misdemeanors, 515 in court costs, you'll do substance abuse eval, and any recommended treatment to begin within 30 days. No trespass or open this time, and any vehicle, maintain employment or complete employment applications per week, and reserve restitution for 180 days. And this is your score sheet.
Ms. Farkas,
What does that say?
Are you doing anything?
This is the, these are the charge and then these are the clause, you know.
Yes.
Misdemeanors and one clause.
And I point out to 29. Is that what it told me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wherever you need me to sign.
Okay, sir. All right, so you're gonna sign right there.
Okay.
Right there.
Today's date is,
Today is the 13th.
and it's the 6th, of course.
Yes.
Anything else? Thank you, Jessica, so much. Thank you.
Okay, I just need to ask you a few questions about it. Just hang with us.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, may I approach?
You may. Thank you. Very good, thank you. Okay, Mr. Boykin, the state earlier announced the terms of their plea offer, which you accepted, so I asked that it be committed to a written, so we make sure everybody's clear and clean. So the state attorney has kind of gone over this a little bit with you. I know she's not your attorney, so what I want to do is just ask you a few questions, make sure you understand what you're doing and that you're entering into it freely. So raise your right hand, swear in. Do you swear or affirm the information you're about to provide this court is the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, so you have reviewed and I see signed the written plea and sentencing agreement that contains the terms that were agreed to by you and the state. And I just want to make sure you understand that I know you're not an attorney, but I assume, and I don't want to assume because I'm going to ask you, you feel comfortable that you understand what you're doing here today?
Yes, sir.
You understand, importantly, one of the big things that's in here that talks about it, you're waiving some valuable legal rights. You're waiving the right to go to a trial, the right to force the state to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. All those things, you're waiving those so you can get a final adjudication today.
Yes, sir.
And you believe that this is in your best interest doing?
Yes, sir, this is my best interest.
And you do feel like you understand what you're doing here today from a legal standpoint?
I completely understand.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Based upon that testimony, the court will accept your plea, and the court will sentence you as follows. There'll be an adjudication of guilt on all counts, and you're sentenced to 36 months probation on counts 1 and 2. Those will run concurrent. So they'll run at the same time. So a total 36 months. You'll get credit for all time served on the other 2 counts, which are both misdemeanors. Credit for time served is actually a sentence. So you've been sentenced what you've already served.
Take care of those charges for me.
You're done with those.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
As a condition, though, of your 36 months probation, importantly, there's no trespass at the Okaloosa restaurant.
Yes, sir.
And you also have to either maintain employment or make 3 applications a week. And we're going to reserve on restitution. What that means, basically, nobody's filed for restitution at this point. If somebody files for restitution, then you get a chance to argue about it.
Okay,
So they're reserving. So I mean, we're not dealing with it, we're just sliding that over on the side. The rest of it.
that's fine.
The rest of it, we're done with. If they don't file something, you don't have to worry. If somebody doesn't contact you and say, hey, we think you're owed some restitution, don't worry about it. Plus, you'll be communicating, which is the most important thing, most important little bit of advice I'm gonna give. 36 months, pretty long time for probation.
Yes, sir.
So, this ain't the end, this is the beginning. You're gonna have to pay attention to this.
I got that
Stay in
understood.
good contact.
Yep,
with the probation, that needs to be your new best friend.
yes, sir.
Not trying to be cute, but
Don't be, you're not.
don't make them run after you.
I know the percentages, sir.
Okay. So I don't want you to be a percentage.
I'm not gonna be a percentage.
As you can tell, we have plenty of people over in the county jail. We don't need any more.
I hope to see you on an early termination or at the end of the probation itself, somewhere at a pizza place or a hamburger joint.
Very good. Be glad to do that. I look forward to that. Okay, any questions?
No, sir. There's one.
You do have 30 days to appeal this if you want to appeal.
There's one question.
Also, the substance abuse eval to commence within 30 days. I didn't catch
Okay,
your-
I didn't, I skipped right over that.
I also heard that there might be some community hours involved with that too. I didn't actually see those.
So, I broke in and didn't finish reading this. So you've got to do the substance abuse evaluation and follow any recommended treatment within 30 days. No trespass. I do not have any community service hours.
Your Honor.
Was that a part of that?
I forgot to add that in, I apologize.
Okay, well, he reminded you of it.
I know exactly where I'll be headed for too, so it's my
We're
privilege
just
to
gonna
actually
write
give
that
it.
in. What,
I'm a lifetime local to the area. I'm born and raised here, so it's my privilege to do the community service.
good.
And thank you for granting me the ability to take care of the plea today.
Well, I'm glad we can get it resolved and thank the state for making a reasonable offer.
Thank you.
I added the 50 hours of community service.
Okay. Very good. 50 hours of community service work. The main thing is, you're not going to be able to get out today to get over to the probation office, but first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock,
Okay.
please show up and they'll go over all the rules and regulations.
I won't be able to get out of jail, or I won't be able to get to the probation
You'll
office.
be able to get out of jail.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too,
You can't get to probation
until tomorrow.
until
Yeah,
tomorrow.
they usually you have.
They want you
24
to immediately go over there, but you're not.
I'm
gonna
headed
get
there. I
over
know exactly where it's located.
Okay, so get over there by 8 in the morning, we're good.
Okay.
Okay? Good
Okay.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Your Honor, I think we just have my client, Ms. Empfinger,
I think you're right.
outstanding. Your Honor, I'm sorry. If we could approach, and Ms. Empfinger can come with me. I just
That's
wanted
fine.
to. Come over this way.
Congratulations, Crestview's very own Dixie Dan Powell of Powell Injury Law, for your recent jury verdict of $11.5 million for your client from a death and injury against an inflatable amusement company. Recognized in 2017 as one of the top 100 civil trial lawyers in the state of Florida, and Dixie is AV preeminent rated. Dixie Dan Powell works tirelessly for his clients, as is evident by this extraordinary verdict. If you're taking your case to trial, be prepared. Contact Dixie Dan Powell and Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667.
Back Home Bakery Cafe is 2 blocks from the courthouse on Crestview historic Main Street. We serve handmade pastries, espresso, and lunch items, and we're open Tuesday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., serving lunch from 11 to 2. We hope to see you soon.
Hello, I am Bonnie from Body Be Healthy here in Crestview. We have been serving the area since 1999. We're an alternative health food store. If you're interested in bettering your health, we'd like to invite you to stop by. We're located in Court Plaza. Stop by and let us help you be healthy.
I'm Amanda Gaskin with Pretrial Realty. Helping qualified heroes save money is my passion. When I help a hero buy or sell a home, they receive a check from Homes for Heroes. Check out amandasheroes.com for more information.
For more than 70 years, the sweet aroma of the Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs has permeated the downtown area. If you have not experienced the unique flavor of Crestview's Coney Islands burgers and hot dogs, then I encourage you to join us for lunch. Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., Friday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. We're located in historic downtown Crestview at 107 North Main Street. Call 850-683-1045.
CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer since 1999. We're state licensed and insured, family owned and operated with 24 years of local service. We specialize in shingles and metal, re-roofs, repairs, and leak specialists. For all of your roofing needs, call us today or visit our website at cqroofing.com. CQ Roofing, your hometown roofer.
Yes.
Okay, so
Your Honor, just to reiterate, I will file the stipulated order to modify the bond.
Right.
Either this afternoon or first thing in the
Entering a
morning.
not guilty plea and come back on?
Yes.
8/12
Yes.
at 9 a.m. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Now, Steve Pearson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pearson, come on up. We have somebody that...
Yes, sir.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Okay. So, Mr. Pearson, first of all, I gotta make sure and get to court on time. We had a pickup order on you.
Yes, sir, I understand that, but I've never missed a court date in my life.
Well, I'm glad you got here, because we didn't, you know.
I understand, it was my fault.
Want you to be straight. So, we're here today on case number 24 CF 998. This is a plea day.
Yes, sir, I know.
To make a plea, but you do have a right to have an attorney appointed, to have an attorney represent you. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed.
I can't afford one.
Is the state have an offer on this?
There is no offer at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court will appoint you a public defender, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your behalf.
Yes, sir.
Just so you can preserve your rights. We'll come back on August 12th, and in the meantime, you can meet up with your attorney, figure
Yes, sir.
out what your options are, okay?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, just to put on the record, I'm already aware that there's a conflict with Mr. Pearson and our office.
Right.
So I'll put in a motion in order to withdraw, and I assume he'll be assigned to someone with RCC. So we can be assigned, of course, in the meantime, but just wanted to get that out there. So they'll get you a new attorney, okay, Mr. Pearson? And I think there might be another round.
Was this executed today?
Yes.
He has a VOP warrant.
I do?
So,
I'll get it for you. Get it for you.
okay. I think that's all we've got from our arraignment docket. Is that correct? Do you have any more? I think we've got all of them. Okay. We're a little bit behind, but we can, where's Mr. Medina?
I'm not sure, Judge, but we still do have Miss Allen that Miss Graham was here for, that she didn't come out. She was transported.
Was she transported from this morning?
It was the first one on the afternoon docket.
Right.
Right, she's been transported, so I didn't know if we wanted to bring her out.
Yeah, just bring her out so we know what's going on. So Ms. Graham entered a written not guilty. We're just going to let her know this is the first, Ms. Graham entered a written not guilty plea, so I'm just going to let her know.
Yeah, so that we can schedule it. Yeah, right now.
Good afternoon. Ms. Allen, your attorney, actually, Miss Tricia Graham, has entered a written not guilty plea on your behalf.
Yes,
So
sir.
actually, you didn't have to come over here today. So I'm bringing you out here just to let you know what's going on. She entered it written, that's why she's not here. But we've gone ahead, and entering a not guilty plea will preserve your rights.
Okay.
Until you have a chance to talk with her and look at your different options. And we'll come back, we've got it's continued until the pretrial date, which is August 14th.
Okay.
Okay?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I had court this morning. I was supposed to have court this morning, and it got for my VOP, and it was continued to a different date and switched over to your docket. I was just wondering when that was. You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense because I've got, they try and keep, you don't want to
Everything
go
together.
multiple judges. So if you got a VOP that came in on, the VOP probably came in on top because of this new law charge probably.
Okay.
That probably caused the VOP.
Yes, sir.
So we'll be seeing that and you'll be back on that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I do not have Brooks on my docket. Do you all have Nathan Brooks that was on your docket? I don't have it on mine.
For
From this
afternoon?
morning. It's 23 CFP 371. Just need to make sure we.
I don't have him on my document.
What is this at? When is this hearing supposed to be scheduled for today? Who's the attorney? Do they have an attorney? No attorney? There's no attorney. They sent a notice, was returned back. It's not on my document.
It's not on my document. I don't see it in my document either, Judge.
Hey, I'm David at Family Vision of Crestview. We've been providing excellent optical service for Northwest Florida for over 34 years. Come in and let us take care of you.
Man, I got this. Let's roll. Fight fire with fire. Take one.
Have you been injured in an accident and need righteous representation? Call us, because we fight fire. Damn thing ain't working.
Whoa! Not cool, bro.
I'm attorney Coy Browning. Personal injury is no joke. Just ask him.
Injured? Take a breath. Call Coy.
Approximately 30 minutes before that motion was set.
That's true.
But the court should be aware that Mr. Harsher is caught in traffic, and he's asking permission to argue the motion on Zoom. So the state would be opposed.
Once you contact Mr. Harsher and tell him no, show up, get over here, and then we will discuss it. If he's a couple minutes late,
yes, sir.
The court will accommodate him because our 4:30 canceled. So if he's half hour late or something, it won't ruin everything. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.